My name is Jessica and welcome to Makeup Misfit, and today's my Birthstone beauty update. So I'm going to show you guys what things are looking like right now. So we are going to start off with my What's Up Beauty Geodes palette. I have January in here. I chose Rose Quartz as the birthstone, and this shade down here is what I went with. This is also called Rose Quartz. So as you can see, there's some usage in there. I mainly use this as an inner corner. I definitely think it's going to take a little bit of time to hit pan on this, which is what my goal is. But with February coming up and all the pink looks that I have coming to mind with all of the shades that are getting rolled into projects, I think I'm going to get a lot of use on this shade, and hopefully, if not have pan next update, have some really good progress to show you guys. So that is what that shade's looking like. Next for February, I have Amethyst, which is this darker purple shade right here. You can definitely see some usage in there as well, not as much as Rose Quartz, but for this shade, I tend to only wear it currently on my bottom lash line. Usually when I open this palette and tend to reach for Amethyst, I always tend to gravitate towards this shade here, which is called Crystal. I haven't actually used it yet, but I always for some reason mix up the two shades. What I might do though is actually just wear Amethyst and Crystal all on the lids, just blend them together and call it a day. And I think that would look very pretty, and with that, I think I'd probably be able to get a lot more use on Amethyst than I would just throwing it on the lower lash line. So I'm excited to try that out too and see how that looks, but I think those two shades together would look absolutely beautiful. For March, it's Aquamarine, and I have a single from Looxie in here. This is the shade that I'm currently working on. Again, my goal is to hit pan. This is Electric Lemonade. I've only used this once or twice, so definitely not enough usage to see any progress. But I want to say I wore this with another shade in this project that you'll see later, and it turned out absolutely beautiful. So I would love to do something very similar again. But again, goal is to hit pan, so it's going to be around for a little while. April is Diamond, and I chose this shade here by Terra Moons. I'm blanking on the name at the moment, but you can see there's a nice little dip going in there, and I don't think it's going to take long before I hit pan. This is usually used as an inner corner as well, and I think that by the next update, I think I might have pan in this shade as long as I consistently reach for it. If not, then definitely by the April update, which would be kind of cool to roll out April's in April. So we'll have to see how that goes, but that is what that shade is looking like as well. For May, which is Emerald, I decided to roll in a nail polish, and I rolled in Foiled again. I have not used this yet, so I still have my 5 uses to go with this shade. Because I wore this during Christmas season, I'm kind of a little, not tired of it, but just not really wanting to reach for it at the moment. So 5 more uses, but I have plenty of time to reach that goal. June was either Pearl or Moonstone, and if you remember, I'm going with my Becca Eyelights palette, and I'm going with 2 different shades in here, one called Moonstone and one called Pearl. So this is what Moonstone is looking like currently, which has had so much good use on it since the intro, and I'm really excited about this. I'm so close to finishing this, which is what my goal is, so I do feel like by the next update, that's going to happen. I do use this as a highlighter. Technically, yes, this is an eyeshadow palette, but it is all of their highlighters, and that's pretty much how I wear these for the most part, except for the deeper ones here. I do wear those as eyeshadows if I ever wear them. So Moonstone, I'm really excited about. That's definitely going to be finished by the next update, and then I'm going to start focusing on Pearl. So I have not reached for that one yet, but that's going to happen sooner than later. Next is July, which is Ruby, and I went with a red licorice from Holo Taco. Again, I have not worn this shade yet. I do have red on my nails today, so I guess I could have tried to pair it last night when I did my nails, but that's fine. I still have 5 uses left on this one, but again, I have plenty of time. August is next, which again, I'm dipping into my What's Up Beauty Geodes palette, and that is for Peridot. And that is this lovely, beautiful green shade here, which is also called Peridot. This is the shade that I paired with Electric Lemonade, and it was stunning together. So I definitely want to do that a little bit more. And I'm thinking more towards springtime. I would really love to wear that combination together. So my goal is to hit pan on there. I have only worn it the one time, so there's definitely not any progress to show you guys, but I'm really excited about reaching for this sooner than later. September, Oh, I forgot September. Let me go grab that. How did I forget that? I was going through all of the months to make sure I had everything and somehow skipped that one. But for September, I'm dipping into my Mercury Retrograde palette from Huda. Now, the shade that I have in here is called Mercury, which is this blue shade right here. I have not reached for it. I think my goal was to use it 10 times, so I'm hoping I can make that happen, especially maybe pairing this with peridot and electric lemonade. So maybe over the next couple months I'll be able to slowly make my progress on that shade, but 10 uses I feel like is more than enough for me for that shade. So we're gonna have to see how that goes, but I'm sure I can hit that before the end of this project. So September, October, and November, I'm gonna show you guys together because both of those come from my Becca Eyelights palette again. So I have the shade Opal for October and Topaz for November in here. So Opal is this one with pan already. I don't think I've dipped into this one yet. I think it's just been Moonstone that I've been focusing on. And I also have not reached for Topaz yet. So Topaz I will end up using as an eyeshadow. Like I said, it's definitely too dark to wear as a highlight for me. And even as a bronzer, it's going to be way too orange for like the summertime for a not glittery, but like a shimmery bronzer. It's going to be too much. So that's going to end up being an eyeshadow for me. At some point, I would love to hit pan on this one and finish up Opal. And then last but not least, leaves me with December, and which is Blue Topaz. So I chose this shade here, which is called Snow Cone. My goal is just to completely finish this off. This one's from Looxie as well. It is still crumbling on me, even though I repressed it a little bit. So I would love to finish this off sooner than later. I think that's what my goal is going to be. And then I can get that one out of my collection. So not too much progress this month, but it's only the first month. We're only at the first update. So I'm expecting that a lot of this is going to have some pretty good use over the next few months or so. And I'm ready to see what comes about and get some good progress, get some stuff rolled out of my collection, completely out of my collection, and I think I'm going to be happy with the progress for this project this year. So that is everything. So thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it, and I will see you guys later. Bye.